Well, welcome back to my Let's Play for Infinite Space, and it's finally time to start getting some answers to our deep, troubling questions about what on earth is going on in this game. Yuri and Kira make their way to the patriarchal court, the focal point of the holy nation of Adias. Pushing their way through a sea of worshippers, they finally reach the court gates, where you know what, forget their names. We've been waiting for you, Captain. I'll now take you to see the Patriarch, but first I must ask you, are you sure that you are ready for this? Ready for what exactly? Man is often able to live in peace because of the limits to his knowledge. You must realize that gaining knowledge beyond those bounds does not always have a happy ending. And that applies in particular to you, Yuri, and to you as well. Who? Me? Kira shudders by herself when Myra suddenly turns his gaze directly to her. I'm a zero-G dog. I've never been afraid of the unknown. I see. Then you should follow me. However, only you and this young lady here may enter, I'm afraid. Only Yuri and me? Wait a sec. This has trap written all over it. Don't worry, Torlo. The surrender document's already been signed. They've got nothing to gain by killing me off. Yeah, but if you're so worried, I'll go with them. You, like an old bag of bones like you would really gonna help. Indignantly ignoring Torl Atkins' expert statement, Euronymous turns to speak to Magamar. Magamar, you couldn't possibly have any objections. Don't act like yourself coming along, could you? See, I have a scholarly interest in seeking out the truth. Well, I suppose there'd be no harm in that. Alright then, you three, please follow me. Hey, Captain. Waving to his worried-looking crew as to assure them that he will be alright. Yuri, Kira, and the professor follow Magamar in. Yuri and company proceed down a long corridor until they finally enter a large hall behind heavy doors. There on a raised platform waits an elderly man sitting in a capsule-like object. Oh, heathen soldier, I, Patriarch Bode of the Holy Nation of Adias, do bid you welcome. Yuri and company bow respectfully as they listen to his great gravelly voice. Voice that sounds weathered by untold years. Steadily gazing into their faces, the Patriarch mutters cryptically, Yes, it's as I thought. What's that supposed to mean? You have the face of one who will not rest until he has seen all the way to the very end of the universe. I do? You do not agree? Well, yes, as a zero-G dog, that's my undying wish. But my hands are full at present with the war against the Lugovalians. Patriarch gives a slight chuckle and nods in answer to Yuri, but Yuri feels uneasy when he senses pity for him in the Patriarch's steady gaze. There's something I've been wanting to ask you, Patriarch. Is it you who has been behind those Void Gate accidents lately? I'm afraid I don't understand. Aren't you trying to obstruct space travel? You know, all the people belong on the ground and so on? Yes, now I see. I was aware of the Void Gate accidents. I did not, however, realize that the Galactic Federation believed that they were our doing. So you're saying you've got nothing to do with it? Your proclamations and the actions of your people might suggest otherwise. It is true, some of our fundamentalists may very well have engaged in acts of terrorism in the past, but we do not possess the technology capable of manipulating Void Gates. I'm afraid the Void Gates accidents are a sign of the approaching end of days. Our proclamations were a warning that the end is nigh, and it shall come at the hand of the overlords. Man must not expand his known boundaries of the universe any further. What are you talking about, and who are these overlords? If I were to show you, I suspect that you would no longer be able to bear your existence here in this mortal world. Each journey into the dark void of space would be sheer terror in the extreme. It sounds like you're trying to intimidate me, Patriarch. You believe I'm using my position to cow the masses with fearful doctrine? Do you deny it? I do, patently. Though the world may believe the teachings of a deism are but religion, I say this to you. There are far more, for they are in essence a warning most practical and real. That is why the Holy Nation of Adias has long preached that man must return to the ground where he belongs. Though I must admit, religion was a most expedient method with which to make that message widely known. Patriarch Boag, please, I have to know the truth. Who or what are the overlords? Are you absolutely sure you want to know? I'm scared, Yuri. Yes, I'm sure. Very well then. You shall have your answer. The overlords are the creators of the universe. All universes, sorry. You mean this universe? The one we live in? Yes, I know not if they are even beings like you and I. But let us refer to them as if they were, for simplicity's sake. It is said that their first contact with man was with a people that dwelled on Terra countless ages ago. They revealed themselves as the creators of the universe, and bestowed upon to man the technology for interstellar travel. The inflation engine, the gravity well, and many other forms of technology beyond all human comprehension at the time. The overlords even modified the human body to withstand cosmic radiation and the human spirit to endure extended space travel. With these gifts, the progenitors spread like seeds to the known reaches of the universe. They are, thus, the forefathers of the entire race of man. So, then are you suggesting that the ancient man did not possess the the hormone from earlier? It was a biological mechanism bestowed by the overlords, correct? Choking all over the dialogue right now, and my own words too. Hearing this, Yuri thinks back to when Katialenko collapsed from her explosion to cosmic radiation. Yuri wonders whether that could mean that she was genetically similar to the ancient race of mankind if this is true. Yuri feels a slight but real shiver down his spine, as if some freakish surgery had been forced upon him without his consent. I'm afraid I don't quite understand. You're saying these overlord beings helped humankind venture into space, but then why would they end it all after humankind spread through the universe, as they taught them to do? The overlords are entities far exceeding human intellect. Their feelings and motivations, if indeed they even possess such things, are a mystery to us. We do, however, have these words dating all the way back to the age of the progenitors. Once man has expanded his perceptual domain by spreading throughout the universe, the overlords shall bring the end of days. So you think the Void Gate accidents were the first step to this end of days? Yes, that was a warning heralding what is to come, the utter annihilation of our universe at the hands of the overlords. The Void Gates, the Cosmic Trade Authority, everything. The overlords bestowed it all, and now they shall take it away. I don't understand. Are you saying that humankind was discovered, new starlands, and opened up new frontiers in space, only to plunge headfirst into our own ruin? Yes, I believe that such is our fate. Perhaps even man's curiosity for exploring the unknown and his spirit of adventure are products of the overlords. That's insane, and I just can't accept it. I mean, that would be like saying that our journey through space was somehow induced by these overlords. Do you really believe that? I don't know who or what these overlords are, but I refuse to accept a life like that's laid out like that. Man's quest to find meaning in life's mysteries is but a fool's errand. The overlord's perspective is far greater than ours. It is higher than the heavens and more vast than the known universe. They are an existence that far transcends our own. And the warning has come, I'm afraid. The end of days, the very end of our universe, is now inevitable. Not if I can help it. You religious folks can merely accept the end if you want to, but I'm a zero-G dog, and that means I'm not going down without a fight. You intend to rise up against the overlords? Is that what you're saying? Will you bow the very existence that holds this universe in the palms of its hands? That's exactly what I'm going to do. I mean, what other options do I have? And just how shall a being they created oppose his masters? Created? What do you mean? It seems you have the ability to release the power of the epitaphs. Then do you not also have the power to stabilize phenomenal fluctuation sectors? How could you possibly know? Beings capable of such feats are those who are known as the observers. That is to say, only those created by the overlords have such powers. You're saying I was created by the overlords? That is correct, but created is not quite the proper word. Perhaps I should say your existence was stabilized or defined within our universe. In any event, you were not born like an ordinary man. That's not possible. Yuri is my brother. We share the same mother. We grew up together. Very well. Then let me ask you. What memories of your childhood do you two possess? Oh, well... Yuri, you claimed that your epitaph was a family heirloom, handed down to you by your father. If so, what was your father's name? Can you even remember what he looked like? I can't. I can't remember. The truth is that you suddenly appeared here in our universe. As did you, Kira, in order to track Yuri. I did? No way, but Kira's... You must accept the truth, Yuri. You are an observer created by the overlords. And you, Kira, you are a tracker created to trace Yuri's movements. You have continually wished nothing more than to be by Yuri's side, Kira, for that is the role bestowed upon the tracker. Ugh. Tracker. Ugh. I... Proof of this lies in those headaches you suffer during every passage you make through the void gates. It is? The void gates are actually access terminals for collecting information obtained by observers and trackers. What this means is with each gate passage, all you've experienced and perceived up to that point is sent to the overlords. Ray feels as if his world were spinning out of control. Nothing seems real, like during a fever-induced hallucination. Kira staggers as if suffering from the same feeling. Yuri just barely manages to keep her on her feet. Kira, are you alright? Yuri? Yeah, I know. Yarrow takes over when unable to hide their dismay. Yuri and Kira both fall utterly silent. I'm not really sure what to say. I mean, this information was entirely unexpected. Patriarch Bo, let us assume you are speaking the truth here. If so, then may I ask you where or how you happen to come across this knowledge? Yes, well, that is a fair question. The truth is, I too am a being defined by the overlords as a tracker. But the observer I was meant to track died in battle a long time ago. You're an overlord-created entity too? That is correct, and so it was I who was able to discover the truth in the burial chamber, hidden within the Ark of the Progenitors. What truth is that? Long-lost information pertaining to the overlords was buried there on that ship. Few yet possess the courage to delve deeper. Why not visit the Ark and see for yourself? You'll find it in the sector known as the Ancestral Site. I'm sure this comes as a great shock to you, as might be expected. You need not give your answer in haste. Simply visit the Ancestral Site when or if you should ever so desire. We shall accompany you as your guides at such a time, if you so desire. As he finishes, the Patriarch raises a hand slightly, so signaling that the meeting is over. Seeing this, Hierarch Magmar comes over and putting his arms around their shoulders, he helps escort Yuri and Kira out. Yuri's friends greet them as they leave the patriarchal court. Yuri and Kira are both pale and stone-faced. What happened to you guys? You look like you saw a ghost. We're fine. Oh, give me a break. Your faces give you away. You're anything but fine, man, so what the gruss happened in there? Professor Minas, you mind filling us in? Yeah, so I imagine these two have something they'd like to say to you all themselves, but perhaps not right at this moment, until they're ready. I'd like to ask you to please leave them be. Yeah, but oh, never mind. Around the bridge is busily preparing to leave port, but for some reason Yuri is not there. Hey, where's the captain? Oh, he went for a walk. A walk? For what for? As soon as Thomas Bell says this, something pops into his mind, and he looks over at Kira's empty seat. Oh, right, never mind. You'll just have to wait. He'll be back soon. Yeah, I know. Yuri, about what the Patriarch said. You mean how and I are beings created by the overlords? Well, I guess it's true that I was consumed with the desire to travel the universe. But I don't want to believe that's nothing but a pre-programmed emotion that some overlords planted in me. Do you think us wanting to be together is also an emotion programmed by the overlords? Are my feelings for you simply the product of a tracker pursuing her observer? Geez, Kira, how could I possibly know the answer to that if you don't? You're right. I do know I want to be with you forever, though, Yuri. And I still feel like the universe is a scary place. But I'm alright as long as I'm with you. But these feelings might not even be real. Maybe that's just some sort of simulation. How can I even believe in myself? If you can't believe in yourself, then try to believe in me, Kira. Huh? I also know I want to be with you forever, Kira. You can believe in my feelings, can't you? I mean, I'm definitely not a tracker. All you have to do is believe in me, Yuri. Who cares whether we're work of some overlords or not? All that matters is that we exist as we are, right here, right now. We'll fight whatever stands in our way. We've got to do what we have to survive. Okay. I guess we'd better get back now. Bet everyone's waiting for us. We're heading through the void gate. I'm gonna tap the mic there. Hey, isn't that Eric Magmar's ship out there? Wonder if he's been waiting for me. Kira, open a comm line. Hold on. Harek Magmar, can you read me? This is Yuri. I read you loud and clear, Yuri. We'd like to accompany you from this point forward. Pierre Bogt has also graced my ship with his presence. I trust you have no objections to this? No, none at all. Very well then. I can now tell you what Ark of the Pretender lies on the planet called Parmelia. Do you know how to get there? I'm afraid not, at least not yet. Apparently it has a highly eccentric orbit, so we must now search for its current location. I have a feeling this isn't going to be easy, but that'll make it all the more worthwhile once we finally find it. Okay, people, let's head for the ancestral site sector. So Yuri and his cronies took down a Dias, huh? Yes, Your Highness, and now that they've secured their back, they can deploy all their forces against us. Well, at least Father's fleet's gonna get here soon. Let them scramble around trying to tip the balance in their favor. They're just wasting their time. They don't stand a chance. Yes, Your Highness. Sir Ermin, do you have a fix on where Yuri's at right now? Yes, Your Highness. We're in contact with a high-ranking Federation officer who's willing to feed us information as necessary. At present, it seems he's heading towards the Adesian frontier, without the rest of his fleet. Just one ship, huh? I wonder what he's doing way out there. Afraid that's all we know, Your Highness. Thinks for a while with a frown on his face. But his expression soon brightens as if he's just thought of something. Last I heard, Father's fleet was already getting near the small angelic cloud. I'll bet they brought that Epona along too, right? Yes, Your Highness, I believe they have. May I ask what you have in mind? I just got an interesting idea. Ermin, you take over from me here for a while, you got it? Your Highness? Save the questions for later. I'm gonna go meet Father halfway. Don't disappoint me. I won't, Your Highness. New star I put up on our chart. I think this is just money. Discovered 1500 G. Well, I'll take it. Money does roll over in this game, so. Okay, 2000 G. Trying to put up our chart. $3,000 G. Sweet. This chapter might be relatively short, to be honest. Here, I found a new planet. I'll put it up on our chart. So we finally found a planet. Here, Summer starts on a ship accompanied only by Kira. Only sounds of the enemy spaceport is a faint electrical hum from time to time. There's no sign of anyone around here. Wonder how the spaceport continue to function like this. This is really creepy. The AI droids that run the Cosmic Trade Authority can make repairs and even self-replicate as needed. I wouldn't say it operates perpetually, but it comes as close to that as possible, whether there are people here or not. Hierarch Magmar. So you came, just the two of you as promised. My crew's standing by back on my ship. It's better like this anyway. The truth is too intense for those who aren't ready to hear it. Well, let's get going, shall we? Sharing here step off the orbital elevator, they see an immense structure off in the distance. Is that the Ark of the Progenitors? Never seen a ship that big. That ship once carried millions of what we now call the Progenitors, across a vast swath of the known universe. It was an epic journey that lasted for many generations. It would have been impossible without a ship of such grand scale, for there were no void gates back in their time. Waiting for what seems like ages, Yuri and company finally reach the Ark of the Progenitors. Patriarch Boat approaches the Ark and enters a code on the control panel. A door opens, revealing an immense area within. It is time to enter the sacred Ark. Yuri and company proceed down a corridor with a strange surface texture that reminds him of the Epitaph ruins. Before long, they find themselves in a large open room. What is this place? This is the burial chamber. Here you'll find the sole system outside of the Cosmic Trade Authority that connects to the world of the Overlords. Information concerning the Overlords can be acquired by accessing it. Does it still work? I believe it still functions. At least it did 20 years ago. You were here 20 years ago? I was, along with Tyrannus, who was at the time wandering the universe as part of the training ritual practiced by his people. Tyrannus, as in Tyrannus Manganos Logavius, Emperor of Logavius? I can't pronounce all that stuff. Patriarch Bogue nods briefly in response to Yuri's question, then proceeds to speak as if fondly reminiscing. He too visited this place to discover the secrets behind the epitaphs and the overlords. He said that was how he happened to hope to discover the reason for his power and his very existence. Wait a minute, you mean he's a... Yes, he too is an observer created by the overlords, and like you has resolved to oppose them, come what may. Then why has the Lugovalian Empire spent so much time and effort bringing the universe under its control? In all likelihood, they are preparing for the coming battle against the overlords. Tyrannus believes that there is a gate to the world of the overlords somewhere in our universe. This is the real reason the Lugovalians have been traveling across the Sea of Stars. But I know not how many others are aware of his true intentions. How much did Emperor Tyrannus learn when he was here? I have already told you everything he knows. As such, he is of yet unaware of the true nature of the overlords and the effective means for opposing them. Then this is our chance to finally find out. Indeed, we must discover their true nature and effective countermeasures against them. But how are we going to... I'll do it. Kira? It's strange, but for some reason I know what I'm supposed to do. Yuri casts a confused glance at Patriarch Bogue, who responds in a gentle manner. The brain structure of Tractors is similar in many ways to that of the AI droids deployed at the Cosmic Trade Authority. It follows that Tracker would be able to access and hack into the system here. However, such actions are not without risk. What do you mean risk? What kind of risk? If the overlords were to detect unauthorized access, the consequences could be extremely grave. Here he takes another look at the Patriarch Bogue and realizes that his appearance cannot be attributed solely to his advanced years. Kira, let's just forget about all this. I don't want you to put yourself in any kind of danger. Yuri, we're going to fight against the overlords, right? That means we have to find out everything we can about them. Every little bit of information is going to help. As she says this, Kira slowly moves toward a control panel like a device at the back wall. Kira! Don't worry, Yuri. Kira doesn't finish her sentence. She turns her head to Yuri and with a reassuring smile touches the control panel-like device. Why, she has commenced the access procedure. Terra accessing contact gate. Alert! Alert! Deviation from Tracker's permissible perceptual domain detected and expanding. phage program emergency activation commencing force download. Says I fear they have detected her access. That's enough. Let go of it now. No, just a little longer. 8, 9, 10. Their dimension. I'm almost... Huh? Ah! Kira! Yuri reaches for the try extracting Kira from the column. Light that has enveloped her body. The light repels his hands as if it were constructed of solid material. Quick, Kira, get out of there! Yuri, you must continue your existence here in this universe. As long as you're still here, I have existed too. You must survive. You must remember me. Promise me you will. Her very existence is disappearing, dispersing into the universe. It's what? No! Kira! No! Kira's body falls to the ground with an extremely jarring noise. Seems to ring throughout the galaxy. Yuri calmly raced to where she fell only to find that she is no longer there. I don't get it. There on the ground where Kira fell, they see the body of an android sprawled out like a marionette whose strings have been cut. Next to Kira lies an epitaph, as if it was somehow the remnants of the life force that had animated her. No. You got Kira's epitaph. Leave. Trolloc and Titania Argov are there to meet Yuri after they part with Patriarch Bog and his people. Yuri, it's great to have you back. Can I get you anything? So how was that Ark of the Progenitors? Did you find anything interesting? Oh, come on, throw me a bone here. What's that you got there anyway? Some kind of souvenir from that Ark thing? Did you bring me a present, my man? It's Kira. Yuri half mumbles a response and then wanders off towards the captain's cabin, leaving Torlo and Titania behind. Two of them just stand there looking at each other with confusion on their faces. Kira? What's a Kira? Huh? Yuri, there's a small fleet up ahead. Out here? Are they from a Dias? No, let's see. Ah, it's the Rodanius. You know, Seo's ship. What? Where's the rest of his fleet? Looks like it's just him and 5 other ships. Weird, I wonder what that dude's got up his sleeve. We have a transmission from the Rodanius. Yuri, I'm here to put an end to this once and for all. Why'd you come all this way with so few ships? Enough talk already. We got a date with Destiny, and I ain't brought flowers. You and me head to head, man to man, right here, right now. You know what needs to be done. Yup, it's me and you to the death, Seo. Haha, now there's the Yuri I know and love. Let's get on it, Yuri. I'm gunning for you. I still have a crappy ship in there. Move on to their carrier. Fire barrage back. Let's finish this. Jeez. There's a lot of level ups. You've learned a thing or two since we last met, Yuri. I guess surviving life or death struggles will do that to you. Listen, Seal, you're the supreme commander of the invasion forces. Why'd you do something as reckless as this? I just wanted to finish you off myself before my father's fleet of a zillion ships blasted you into cosmic dust. Your father, you mean Emperor Tyrannus' fleet, is on the way? Yup, he already reached the small jet clouds, getting ready for the final assault on the LMC now. Every fleet in this galaxy is one step away from total destruction. Now shut up and finish me off already. No, I don't think so. Huh? Yuri, what the gruss? I'm not doing it out of pity, CO. I want you to go back to Emperor Tyrannus and try to broker peace between us. Don't be stupid, Yuri. Do you really think my father's gonna go for that? Maybe if my objective and Emperor Tyrannus' are the same. What the gruss are you talking about? I now know the true enemy your father's trying to defeat. We should be on the same side. True enemy? What the gruss are you talking about? The Overlords, CO. Overlords? Who are they? Ask your father, he'll tell you. I'm counting on you, CO. We must have peace between us. Hey, no, wait. Yuri, you bastard, get back here. Yuri! Ugh. CO slams his fist down hard into a control panel. Prince CO, is there any truth behind what Yuri said? Don't ask me. I've never heard anything like that from my father. Summon the Epona. I'm going to go pay a visit to my father. I can't even pronounce this. Abanaba? Yes, your highness. Oh yeah, we got edit crew now, too. Actually, you know what? Once we get to the planet, we're gonna cut off this part here. I mean, we did do some important stuff, so... So with that, we're going to stop and save.